our first ever OneVoice Communications quarantine extravaganza special Zoom call interview, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be awesome. We're going to start doing these, at least once or twice a week. And the point of this is to talk about businesses that are still beneficial to the everyday person, that are still open, and that can still help you out in many different ways. We have a special guest today. I'll let him introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what he does. So, sir, my special guest, please take over. I appreciate you coming today, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you so much for having me, John. This is Joe Crandall, and I'm with Mutual of Omaha Advisors. And it's great to be here.
Fantastic, fantastic. So when you're not working, give me a little info about you. Like, what do you like to do? Any hobbies or anything like that? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I really, when I'm not working, I do two things. I play music and play golf. Been playing golf since I was 6, and been playing guitar for 20 years now. So fantastic. Those are my two passions.
So let's talk a little bit about what you do, how you've had to change things because of the pandemic, because of COVID-19. As we say, how did you have to pivot your business? And give us a little feedback and kind of some suggestions for people that are out there. Just take the floor. It's yours.
Yeah, really been utilizing technology more, using social media more. And I'm just trying to be here as a resource for people. It's been a nice opportunity to reach out to our clients, just reassure them that, there's no reason to panic. If you're not retiring this year, just stay the course. It's been really nice. The feedback that I've gotten through social media, I've had people reach out with questions, just kind of everyday questions that, hopefully I can take it off their plate as far as doing the research and finding out, the information that they need and how it applies to their unique situation.
That's fantastic. And I think that's why people need someone like you to give them that comfort to say, hey, that's what I'm here for. I'll manage it and just, give advice and hopefully give people that peace of mind, especially in times like this. And I think that's, probably a big role for you.
It is. And, whenever people are starting to do investments and to start investing, we take them through, and I take them through a risk tolerant quiz, and, find out where they land on the spectrum, and then put them in investments that are suitable based on their risk tolerance. So one of the questions is, if you lost 30% of your account, what would you do? And how would you feel? Would you immediately pull out, or would you stay the course? So, if someone is extremely conservative, then they probably shouldn't be too heavily invested in the market.
Right. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Give people just some basic advice. And it could be your opinion. It could be, advice that your company would give. But right now, so many people are just relying on just a little bit of income that they might have, or no at all. And, waiting for that stimulus check, or waiting for unemployment to kick in. There's so many different scenarios. We have one of the biggest unemployment signups in a very, very long time. And what's some advice that you would just give somebody that's out there, maybe for the future? Because it's hard to, say, okay, you lost your job, you're trying to wait on unemployment. There's not a lot you can tell those people. But when they do get back on their feet, and when they do have the ability to make stronger financial decisions, what advice do you have for them?
Yeah, I'd say the most important thing is to, take some of the experts' ideas on saving and really have an emergency fund that can get you. I mean, it's 4 times like this, when you kind of unexpectedly lose your job, or, things happen where, maybe expenses go up, and to be ready for that situation, whenever it comes, because it comes out of nowhere, have 3 to 6 months income in a liquid account. It's not going to get a whole lot of interest if it's liquid.
Right.
Savings accounts, the interest rate is pretty comical, but it's readily accessible when you need it, in case of emergency. So I would make sure that your emergency fund is in place, even before you pay off debt and things like that.
Fantastic. That's a great idea. I myself, I'm going to work on that. So anything you think that people should know, anything you think we forgot? If not, go ahead and tell people, what you got going on, how they can get in touch with you, the best way to reach out to you, things like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can certainly Google me, Joe Crandall, Mutual of Omaha Advisors, and I'd be pretty easily found that way. You can always call or text me with questions, or just needing some reassurance during this time. And like I mentioned earlier, I'll do research for you, maybe take some of that financial research off your plate. And I can be reached at 540-819-1379.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking your time today to jump on here with us. We'll definitely be posting it, and we'll get you all the information out there that you need. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the people that are out there. And if anybody has any questions, concerns, comments, any thoughts like that, feel free to leave a comment, leave a question, and we'll make sure that if he doesn't see it, I'll make sure he sees it or it gets to him appropriately. And everyone have a great, great rest of your day. And please, please stay safe. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having me, John.